Action in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cool cover art, and here we go. So I first started out with this nice stock photography image. You can find this on, I think you can find it on Unsplash or Pexels.com. They're really, those are both really great websites. So what I did here was I went ahead and turned up the saturation and gave the image just a little bit more nice, rich color that everybody enjoys, loves to see. Doesn't that look so much better now? So what I did was I created a clipping mask. I duplicated the background and created a clipping mask of the image and laid it over top. So I used a circle, a clips. Anyway, laid that over top, created a clipping mask, laid it over top of that background image to give it this kind of like weird, surrealist kind of look. And went ahead and I found this image online somewhere too. It's like I think free flower images, and went ahead and downloaded those, threw those in there. I may have had to remove the background. Easy fix to mask those out. I also found this image, another image online. It's the iPhone block oil, abstract oil. I thought that was pretty cool. I laid that in there, and I have these like random lines to kind of give it this appearance of a TV. Threw some text in there, and also I put a nice black background in there to give it this kind of give it a little bit more contrast in there. And right here I'm just masking out the rest of the lines. You can see that. Take it right out. You can create a clipping mask and use a black brush to kind of delete what you don't want. So now we have this kind of cool TV with some text in there and some kind of abstract colors in there. Some roses, or not roses, some kind of cool flower. And they kind of have this kind of retro vintage vibe to them. So I just did a quote here. You can do this pretty easily with some nice bold text. Go ahead, and if it has like an italic font, you can do that. You can also right click it and just transform it, and then hold. I think it's Alt or Control. Yeah, Control or Alt, and you can bend it however which way you want on your own if you wanted more slant to it. So I also played with the typography here, and so the subheading has some really nice space in between the letters. This looks has a little extra there. So what I did here was I duplicated that TV and then created a black overlay here, and then again using that transform, you can right click and it will give you the transform options. You can skew it and scale it however you want, holding Alt or Control, one of those, and you can edit those points to give it a nice perspective. I also added a Gaussian blur. You can do that to give it a little bit more of the effect that it's a shadow. So that's a nice little trick there. I had to mess around with this a little bit to kind of make it look real. I ended up having to erase that leg there because it just didn't look right. So at your discretion, if you're doing this with something else, you can just, it's a simple fix to create something that gives the illusion that it has a shadow. It's just to duplicate that image, do a black overlay, and then also a Gaussian blur, and then skew it with the transform tool. Gives it a pretty cool look. So here we got like the majority of this cover art done. I just went online and found a parental advisory sticker. I think those just look really cool. Kind of gives it this edgy look, and so it also tells us that this is a cover art. This is cover art. This is an album. I like to grab a nice label too. You can find these all over the internet. That's another poster I created, but I just pulled that from that project. You can find these. You can find these just about anywhere. I could get in trouble for using stuff like that. So yeah, playing with the layout here, corners, to see what looks good. But one thing that's working really well with this is that the typography, super bold with super thin type. It's great contrast. That black, this black plastic looking stuff, it's actually part of my 220 different paper and plastic cardboard tape texture pack. You can find that on the link below. I made that. It's super awesome. I use it in all kinds of different projects. You can see that on my Instagram. I have tons and tons. Almost all of my posters are made with these really cool, rough, vintage, however you like to think of it or see it. But you can play with the blend modes on these and give it a paper or plastic look. In this case, we're going for the cover art album look, and so we want that kind of plasticky look to go over, like someone just wrapped it in plastic. So that is pretty much it. If you guys like to see more, like, comment, subscribe. Bye for now.